Good morning, everybody. This is my first lesson plan, and it's about English, coordinating conjunctions and simple sentences. So my lesson would be about using the conjunctions and recognizing it in a sentence. Because as you know, there are many different kinds of conjunctions, and we use it to compound the sentences or to create compound sentences. So my specific objectives will be to identify the functions of coordinating conjunctions, their features in a compound sentence with examples, and coordinating conjunctions, how they are used to connect two clauses. Because as you know, every sentence has a subject and a predicate, and it's connected with another sentence which has a subject and a predicate, so that creates clauses. So conjunctions are used to create the connection between those two clauses. The prior knowledge for my students would be that I expect them to know what is a simple sentence and what is the use of conjunction in writing a complete sentence. Simple conjunctions like and, but, or, these are the simple ones, and this is what the expectation is, that they know it already. From there, we will learn more about it. So as a part of my introduction, I will introduce this topic to my students by using and discussing with them the use of simple conjunctions in a simple sentence. And as a teacher, I will ask them to give me the examples because I want my lesson to be more interactive as a warm-up activity. So for the presentation part, as you can see over here, I have my anchor chart. I made this. I will be presenting this to my students, and they will be discussion with them and me. The easiest way to allow my students to know what are the conjunctions that I want them to know, which will be helpful in coordinating, is fan boys. Fan means for and nor, and boys means but, or, yet, and so. So these are the basic ones that they will be joining, and with some examples, I will be illustrating the answers from them and showing them some ways how we can use this in speaking when we are talking in English with our peers or anybody else. As part of my differentiated activities, I will ask my students, there will be 3 groups in my class: high achievers, average, and low achievers. So for high achievers, the thing is that they will write a paragraph using conjunctions after they have gained the mastery of the learning target today. For my average students, they will be writing sentences using conjunctions, a compound sentence. And for my low achievers, I will be encouraging them to write simple sentences using conjunctions with correct punctuations. As part of my formative evaluation, I will be asking them that what punctuation, as you can see over here, which was there in my teaching talk time, the comma that I will be discussing with them, which punctuation mark is most important and tells that we are creating compound sentences. So these are the 2 questions that I will ask them as part of formative evaluation, and then I will give them a homework in their homework notebooks to create sentences using conjunctions as much as they have learned, coordinating conjunctions. And our learning objectives is to identify the functions of coordinating conjunctions, their features of compound sentences with examples, use coordinating conjunctions to coordinate or connect two clauses. As we go around with the lesson, you will see that we will learn in simple words, we will learn about coordinating conjunctions, how we use them to create compound sentences with examples, of course, and how they are used to connect the two clauses in a sentence. Okay, let's do the review first, the warm-up activity, which is a simple sentence. And this is what I expect that all of my dear kids in the class will be knowing this. All right. As we know, a simple sentence contains a subject and a predicate. Now, what do I mean by a subject and a predicate? Who can tell me? Okay, that's nice. All right, so subject is basically the beginning part or the noun or the main part of a sentence, and predicate is, okay, the end part, but can we be more specific? What is a predicate? Okay, let's discuss it together. A simple sentence makes a complete thought, as many of you said, and a predicate includes a verb. This is the main part that differentiates the predicate from a simple subject. For example, the farmer fed the chickens and cows. So the farmer, as I highlighted in blue, it's the noun or the subject of my sentence. And fed the chickens and cows is the predicate, because do you see there is a verb over here that says fed? So fed means there is some action happening. So the action is the word that discriminates between the subject and the predicate of a sentence. As chickens and cows are also nouns, but they are not the subject because they are being used after the verb, not before the verb. Let me show you another example. Okay, the farmer fed the goats in the barn. See, I used goats and barn, another two nouns, after the word fed because it's a verb. So my predicate begins from the verb until the end of the sentence, where I can see a period. And the beginning part of my sentence, as you said, or the noun, the main subject, the focal point of my sentence is the subject of my sentence. All right. Now let's look at our compound sentences. This is what we are going to learn today, how to combine sentences to make a compound sentence. Self-explanatory word compound means to join, right? So when I'm joining two sentences, I cannot just directly join them. I have to put a word between them to create a connection, right? So a compound sentence combines two complete sentences with a comma, the punctuation mark, and a coordinating conjunction. Now, what do I mean by fanboys? This is the most easy way to remember the conjunctions and to use them to create compound sentences. Now, as you can see, my class won the spelling contest, comma, this is one sentence. So, this is a conjunction. We get a pizza party on Friday. I have divided this sentence in proper segments so you can see that the complete sentence, first one, is in black until the comma. So there is a possibility that I can put a full stop and say that this is a complete sentence, and it does make sense, right? Do you agree? Very good. So now I want to prolong my sentence, so I added comma, and I did not start from we get a pizza party on Friday. I have to add a word to create a connection between my first and second sentence. Therefore, I use the word so. And can you tell me which letter will be helpful to me to remember that I have to use the word so over here in my little formula that you can see? Fanboys. Well done. S. So Fanboys. S is the abbreviation for so. So my class won the spelling contest, so we get a pizza party. I have used the coordinating conjunction so to connect two sentences followed by a comma and a period at the end. That is my first compound sentence using coordinating conjunctions. Now I know that S stands for so, but what does FANBOY stands for? Can you take a guess, or do you know some of them? Okay, A is for and. Anything else? Okay, well done. O can be for or. Any ideas more? Okay, let me continue. All right, somehow you were right. A was for and. F is for nor, but, or, yet, and so. So children, always remember, when are you using these coordinating conjunctions, you have to use a comma. Don't make a mistake of putting a full stop over here and start using the coordinating conjunction with a capital letter and then a full stop there. No. This is basically the structure of coordinating conjunctions. I should have a sentence here, a comma, coordinating conjunction, a sentence, which is the second part, and a period. This is how we write our compound sentences. Or I can say this is how I connect my two sentences. All right, let me give you some detailed examples. For example, for locates a cause or problem. It's like saying because. So, for an example, there is no soccer practice today, for the field is flooded. Did you see that I used a comma over here? Yes, I used a comma over here because these are two separate sentences, but I'm joining them with the word for. Also, I can use because over here. But since I'm using my formula of fan boys, I'll be using for. I did not say ban boys, right? So I'm not using because. But if you use because over here, that would also be correct. All right. And joins ideas that agree or go together. This is the very simple one. This is a very simple coordinating conjunction that is used mostly in our daily life sentences that we are speaking. For example, I like chocolate ice cream and I like mint ice cream. So there are two types of ice creams. One is chocolate and one is mint. And I want to tell it in one sentence rather than saying I like chocolate ice cream, I like mint ice cream. No, I'll join them. I'll create a compound sentence. And so I used and. And I think you guys agree, right? You are using and as the most common word in our speech nowadays. Yeah, very good. All right, let's go for the N. What do you think the N is? We just read the word N stands for. Anyone can give me the answer? Very good. N stands for nor. And nor is a negative option. It shows a negative option. John doesn't like mint candy, nor does he like sour candy. So here I'm telling about something negative that he does not like or that he doesn't want. So John doesn't like mint candy, nor does he like sour candy. He doesn't like both of them. Instead of again putting it into two sentences, I joined it with nor. Let's move on to the next one, B. But shows a disagree or signals a contradiction. Okay. But is a word that shows that there are two opposite things happening at the same context or the same situation scenario. So I ran as fast as I could, but I could not outrun my dad. Means I tried to do something, but I was not able to do it completely, right? So instead of but, you can also use however. But since I'm using my formula of fan boys, so I'm using but over here. Or represents an option or choice. Now here I have a choice. I can do either this or that. We can watch a movie or we can play at the park. When you have some options or choosing, or you need to have choose one of it, so you can use the subordinating conjunction or. Okay. Yet. Now, yet has the same meaning as but. Disagreement. Why did I write it as disagreement? When I'm using but, I'm showing some disagreement, right? In this sentence. So then what about yet? What do you think? Why does it have the same meaning as but? Okay, good answer. Right, the sun was shining, yet it was really cold. This is also having a contradiction, right? Although the sun was shining, but still the weather was cold. So I can use but and yet, depending upon the context and situation and the sentences you are saying, you can use but, yet, or even however. As we already discussed in our review part, in the warm-up activity, so joins a cause or a problem with an effect or a solution. Okay, so is a subordinating conjunction that is used with an effect. That has some effect. For example, I slept past my alarm. So what do you think? When I slept past my alarm, what would happen? I will be late to school, right? So it's telling me an effect. The cause was I overslept and the effect was I was late to school. So to combine these two type of situations together in one sentence, I will say I slept past my alarm, so I was late to school. Children, did you notice that I have used the comma before every subordinating conjunction? So if I skip this comma, what do you think? My sentence will be grammatically correct? Okay. And what about the punctuation mark? Exactly. It will be grammatically correct, but it will not give a pause. And a pause is very important to tell that we are combining two sentences. It's not just one long sentence. Good job, kids. So this was the introduction part of what we are going to learn, and the formula of fanboys is going to be used in the activities today. All right. So kids, my very favorite activity is to think, pair, and share your answer. You will pair with your partner who's sitting next to you. You will think together and you will share your answer with your whole class. So you will read this sentence carefully. If you think it's a simple sentence and no comma is needed, don't use it. If it's a compound sentence, you need a comma, then you will place a comma and tell me the subordinating conjunction in it. What do you think? My sentence is, Rebecca likes to play softball and basketball. Is it a simple sentence? Okay, I'm getting mixed answers, a yes and a no both. So if it's not a simple sentence, what do you think? Where should I place my comma? Where is the subordinating conjunction in it? Oh, it's here. Very good. And is a subordinating conjunction. So should I place my comma before or after softball? Will it be okay? What do you think? Okay, I'm still getting some mixed answers. See, this is basically a simple sentence. It does not have a comma. Why? Why do you think it's a simple sentence? The reason is these are two sentences which are being short and put together. For example, Rebecca likes to play softball. Rebecca likes to play basketball. I did not say these two sentences like that, right? I said Rebecca likes to play softball and basketball. I removed the starting part of my sentence, which is basically the subject, right? So here I would not be needing a comma. This is a no comma situation. And this makes it a simple sentence that Rebecca likes to play softball and basketball, period. Let's try another one. Now you have only 1 minute to think about this sentence, identify the subordinating conjunction, and a place where I have to place the comma. The car ran out of gas, so we walked home. Okay. Well, think about it with your partner. Okay, you paired up. Now let's share the answer. Who is going to share the answer with me? All right, good job. The answer is the car ran out of gas. Very good. A comma should be here. So we walked home, because we walked home can be a separate sentence. Well done. Let's try another one. The boat was brand new, yet it sank. What do you think? Where should be my comma? Very good. Pair it with your partner. Think about it. And then share your answer. Well done. The boat was brand new, yet it sank. I will place my comma after the word new, and yet is the subordinating conjunction. Now, this is time for our activity 2. Choose the correct subordinating conjunction to complete the compound sentence below. Now, you have some options over here, right? Again, pair it with your partner, think about it, and then share your answer. But this time, you will write the subordinating conjunction using the whiteboard. Martin doesn't like mustard. Dash, does he like ketchup? And, or nor. Okay, you have 15 seconds to write your answers, and then you will project your boards to me as pairs, because this is a think, pair, share activity. Well done. So most of the answers that I can see is nor. Perfect. Peter quickly ran to the library. Dash, it was closed. But, so, or for. What do you think? Think with your partner. Pair up and then share your answer. All right, please write your answers on the whiteboard. Well done. Peter quickly ran to the library, but it was closed. Good job. You need to hurry. Dash, we don't want to be late. For, and, or so. You have 1 minute. Let's pair up. Quickly think and then share your answers. Don't forget to write it on the whiteboard. Good job. You need to hurry. You need to hurry, for we don't want to be late. Perfect. All right. Now let's switch to our third activity of the lesson. I'm sure you're going to like it. Read these sentences carefully with your partners. Describe which sentence uses an incorrect coordinating conjunction.